telling a story is the best way to get through to your audience, no matter what age they are. Storytelling is something that everybody talks about today, that it's really important. So storytelling is actually a method to get through to your audience, your target audience. A lot of people have what to say, you know what you want to say, but you don't always know how to say it and how to get it across. A lot of products today help with the visual presentation at the end. And there's actually a lot that comes before that. So, we work very hard, like a student does research, he studies hard, he does a lot of work, and then he has to convey everything in 10 minutes to his professors, for example. How do you do that? Where do you start? So you look at the computer and you have the blinking sign there, you're like, what do I do now? So we didn't find any products that help with that. So that's where we come in. So we actually built, the first step is a wizard, an online wizard, that helps you focus your thought process and understanding who your target audience is, who you're talking to, what you want to say, and how you're going to tell it to them. And you start putting your content in a little. And that already helps you focus what you're going to say for your presentation. Then we have like a magic button, we call it. It's called Storify. And when you press Storify, it takes you to Google Slides, and you get an add-on that opens up on Google Slides with your story content already, your keyframes that come there, your keyframes, your anchor points, in a flow that's logical and timed for you, with connectors, because when you're telling a story, it turns it into a story. So it has connectors and words or different openings that you can start with, like, what if we had this? Or let me take you to a dramatic moment in my life. And you can change between the storytelling models and see how your content changes. Now, when you get to this place, it's a workspace for you. It's on Google Slides, so you can already start working on your presentation. And you have on your side the anchors for your presentation to make sure you convey your message and you get your goal across in the right way. And you can move them around and you can change everything. Everything is editable. Why? It's actually a workspace for you to work on your content. The story is yours. What you want to say is yours. We're just here to give you the background and to give you the framework to help you do it. But everything is your content. You're smart enough to do it. We just want to help you get your ideas out there and achieve your goals. Well, we got the title, Storytelling, It's a Problem. We said, okay, who has this problem? And we started checking, what is storytelling at all? We hear it all the time, but what does it actually mean? And we understood it's a method of communication that we all need to have. And like Steve Jobs talks about it, and all these big people say how it's important. And when you think of communicating through a story, you usually only think about yourself or standing in front of the audience and talking, but really it's you, it's your audience and the story itself and how they all integrate together and affect each other so that everybody can understand and you can achieve your goal. So we started checking what storytelling is, why is it important, where do people use it, and where's the point that hurts the most, where it's hardest to find. And we found that really, like, the presentation itself, when you stand, everybody's nervous about how I'm going to stand in front of the audience, and everybody thinks about that part of the story or the visualization of the presentation. But there aren't a lot of people who know how to help with the content itself. There's storytellers and people you can go to and pay money and go to a course, but so many people need this skill, and we can't actually get to it from home or online and in a faster and more productive way. So that's where the idea started to build. Who's going to use your product? Because you always think about, okay, I would do it like this, but is that what most people need, or is that what the people that you want to get to? You have to be very, very open, even if you have a really cool idea, but then you understand that it actually doesn't reach the audience and the audience can't use it like that, the people that you want them to use it, then it's not a good idea. It's really cool, but it'll just stay cool and that's it. So you always have to be ready to mix it up, to change it around, to make it better for who you're actually talking to, and not only what you think is cool, or because it can be very cool, but nobody will use it. The coolest stuff is people that use your thing. That's the coolest thing that can be. So really to try to be as close as possible to your target audience, understand them, understand their need. What is their need? And always ask yourself, am I answering that need? Am I giving them what they need in the best possible way? I think a lot of the struggle is the fear of standing in front of your audience. And I think that when you do a good preparation and you practice, and you know what you're going to say and you understand your own flow, I think it gives you more confidence as well to showcase what you did and what you worked. Like a lot of students work hard and then maybe they're shy or they think about their peers, how they're going to react. So I think it also helps them understand better because it's sort of it's reflective to everything that they learned. They go over what they learned again and they understand. So I think there's a lot of things that go on here in the thought process. You don't even know what you're learning while you're starting to build your story, but you're learning so much about yourself, about the work that you did, about your communication with others. And it all comes to that moment when you stand in front and actually give those 10 minutes, but it really starts a lot before that.